What's up? So if you are anything like me and you like to get ready doing the least amount of things possible and you also like to get ready pretty fast, then this hair hack is going to be beautiful, I promise you. So it works really well for fine hair. My hair is pretty fine. I've got a decent amount of it, but it's pretty fine and it takes to heat really well, but I do have to douse it in hairspray anytime I do anything to it. So I was filming and then I wasn't filming. So this is my intro into the next part of the video. You're getting a sneak peek of the hairstyle that you're about to see. So I'm about to section my hair into two parts and get into the curling, and I'll see you right there. Welcome to Fun Time YouTube with Hannah. I just realized all of the things that I just tried to film, I didn't film, but at least I realized this early on in. So what I told you for this curl, I'm just going to retell you for the second curl. So I've got my hair separated into these two sections. I've got two sections on the bottom, 1 and 2. So this hair, typically I would take the wand and curl it around the whole section here, but because this hair is dirty and it's already got hairspray in it, I went ahead and separated these into two sections just so it would take to the heat pretty well. And what I was saying is, the way that I curled my hair before I found this hair hack is I would take this bottom section and separate it into at least 4 different parts to curl. But this way I'm getting bigger chunks of hair, and it works really well for fine hair because obviously fine hair versus thick hair. Thick hair, there's going to be more hair to wrap around the wand, so it won't take to the wand as well. But because my hair is fine, it takes to the wand super well. So I'm just wrapping this hair around the wand. I'm gonna wait for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm just gonna drop it and hold it with my hand. And the reason I really like this type of curl is because it's very easy. It's not time consuming at all. I just have to section like a few times and curl it. And again, when my hair is freshly washed, I will use bigger sections. So instead of separating this bottom part like you see into two sections, only on this side that I'm on, I would take the whole section and put it around the wand. So instead of separating into two sections, I would just take one big one and have one big curl. But because the hair is dirty and it's got hairspray in it, I'm gonna go ahead and do those two sections. So that's definitely been probably more than 5 seconds. I got distracted talking. So I'm just gonna hold it and see, and the curl, like these parts, because like it doesn't need to be necessarily perfect. And you see kind of this curl is already getting a bit tighter. I held it a little bit longer than I needed to. So I'm gonna make sure to hold this one not as long, just so the curls balance out across my whole head. This one, I'm gonna just twist up so it gets all the way to my scalp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just gonna go ahead and drop that one so it's not too curly. And what I'm gonna do, I usually don't brush out the curl so that it can kind of stay as long as it needs to, but because this one's already looking tighter than this side, I'm gonna go ahead and just run my fingers through it just so that the hair looks the same all over, because I don't want one side to be like perfect tight curls and then this side to not be. So just learning that kind of balance and making sure that it's matching is super important. So I'm going to take down this top, put my claw clip on the ground, and so I've got a section here on this side and I've got a section here on this side. And because I've got the middle part, I'm going to curl this side first. So I'm just going to take as big of a section as I can with it still being pretty balanced. I'm just going to take that section and let's drop off just, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and curl this one and see how it does. Why don't we just see? So I'm going to try to take it as close to the top of the wand as I can. Wrap it around like this. The reason I'm kind of going to the side is because I've got my exposure on lock on my phone and there's a block kind of blocking me to be able to see. So I'm just gonna hold that for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm just gonna hold that. Make sure it sets fine and drop it. All right. And these curls are kind of turning out a bit, what's the word? A bit more tight than I would like for this style. But again, the reason I'm doing it is because the hair was dirty from yesterday. So I'm just trying to make sure that the curls don't fall totally, because I did try to do this already on dirty hair a couple days ago and they didn't look as good. So I've got some trial and error going on. So I think I finally learned what not to do and what to do. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's really just curling it with the wand. But these little things, they really do make a difference in how the overall curl looks. Like, there's a way to get tighter curls with the wand, there's a way to get more beachy curls with the wand, and honestly what I'm going for here is more kind of beachy loose curls. The sections I'm doing are a bit smaller, so we'll see how it works out. But I'm also trying to make sure it all matches. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is brush out this side so it doesn't get too tight and it stays beachy. Even though I literally just, yeah. See that? It just looks super beachy, pretty effortless. It looks honestly like a natural curl, and that's what I was wanting. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is spray it with hairspray, get that heat away from the hairspray. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it so that it stays, because again, my hair is super fine and it does not hold curl without hairspray. You might be thinking, goodness gracious, that is a lot. You're correct. But if I don't spray a ton, it will fall and all this work will be pointless. All right, let's go ahead and get this side. Gonna go ahead and make sure I've got no hairs in the back. I think honestly I can take, oh wait, this one is, okay. Make sure I'm not losing any pieces. All right, so I'm gonna separate this one into 2. Make sure that's even. I just kind of feel it with my hands. That feels even. Alrighty, let's get this. Curl it. I'm not gonna hold this as long, just so that the curls don't look too tight. Maybe I did hold that too long. It'll be okay. Hold it. Oh, okay, that's nice. We'll brush it out and it'll be perfect. All right, let's, oop, whoopsies. My hair it's kind of joining together here. It's not what we want. All right, it's okay. I'm gonna hold this one a bit longer just because this is a pretty thick section I've got going here. So the reason that this is a different style of curl is because instead of getting tiny sections and getting kind of ringlet curls, which I have done a ton in the past, this is, again, beachy curls. It looks very natural, and I do like this style. All right, that should be good. Let's take this. I'm gonna press this one to my head just because it was a bigger section of hair. You can see the difference of brushing it out versus not. Like, wow, I personally, like, I love big hair. I love like the 80s style, all that stuff. It looks great to me. So that looks good. Let's go ahead and brush this out. No hair in the back. Let's go ahead and spray it. Or push it to the back and spray the back as well. So you'd be surprised, I'm dousing it, but then I'll run my hands over it and I'll still miss spots. All right, not breathe that in. It's like a cloud of smoke. All right. So I'm just gonna let this sit and then I'll brush it out one more time just before I go out. But that's it. It's super simple and easy. It just creates a nice bouncy, voluminous hairstyle. And it's so easy. This video I've been filming, it's been 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, easy, and it's my new go-to. Be blessed. I'll see you next time.